Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a subscriber. Let me just start off by saying that if you follow my channel, you know that I usually do fragrance review videos, Zara fragrances especially. And, I was just thinking of doing something different this time. So I've started this monthly tray series type of chatty video thing. But don't worry, I will continue to make Zara fragrance review videos. So I know we're in October, like in the midst of October already, but yeah, I'm a little bit late with this, but the other monthly tray videos that I will be releasing will be in the beginning of each month. So in about 2 weeks, I'm gonna make a November tray video, but yeah, I still wanted to do the October one. So here we are. Now, for my October tray, so I'm not really a summer person. I am definitely a fall lover. It is my favorite season by far. And that is because I'm very easily overstimulated with social events. And in the summer, I feel like there's a lot of light, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of social events like festivals and garden parties and traveling, which I love. Don't get me wrong, I do love traveling. But it's like a lot of stimuli. And I always look forward to October and September, just so I can de-stimulate from all of that. So in October, I do like to stay at home a lot. I don't like social events in October. This is my month, okay? And I'm a total introvert. So I just want to wear some sweatpants and watch some Netflix and cook some meals. So that is why I chose these fragrances for this month, because most of them do give me cozy vibes. These are fragrances that I love wearing when I'm just at the house and wearing some cozy clothes. So let's start off with the first one, which is actually the only Zara fragrance on my tray this month. I know. But the thing is, I have been sniffing so many Zara fragrances lately for my review videos. And as much as I love them, I feel like I'm neglecting my other fragrances a little bit. So I just decided to focus a little bit less on the Zara fragrances and a little bit more on the just like designer fragrances, let's say. But yeah, this month, this one really had to be included. It is Tuesday Totally Terrific. This is from their weekly mood collection that came out this year. By the way, I feel like I have to say something. I know my nails are pretty bad. I do them myself, and from afar, they actually don't look too bad, but from up close, they're not the best. I'm just not a perfect nail type of person, so sorry about that. And I have ordered some stuff to redo them, but yeah, this is what we'll have to be working with for now. So back to the fragrance. So like I said, this is Tuesday Totally Terrific. It came out this year, only a couple of months ago. I did review the entire line. I will put the link for that up on the screen and in the description below. But yeah, this is by far my favorite from that series. And this might actually be one of my favorite Zara fragrances of all time. If not Golden Decade is probably my #1 favorite, but I think this is my second favorite. Now, this has notes of cardamom, whipped cream, iris. Don't really remember the other ones, but this smells, how do I describe this? Because, there's not a single fragrance that I have that I can compare this with. It's like you have the sweetness of the whipped cream, which I never would have thought I would like, but turns out in this one I do. So that sweet whipped cream, and then combined with the iris and the cardamom, it sort of gives it a smoky scent. So you have like whipped cream with a little bit of smokiness. And as weird as that sounds, it works so well. I think this is beautiful. I have worn this on several occasions. And I'm planning on wearing the ish out of this, you know, this month and upcoming months as well, probably. It's so cozy. I love just drowsing myself in this because you do have to overspray it. That is a little bit of a downside. The performance on this one is not good. So that is a little bit of a shame, but you know what? Like I said, October is a month where I mostly stay in the house. And honestly, I stay in the house a lot during the entire year. I'm a homebody. I love being alone in my house like a true introvert. And I don't mind reapplying this one throughout the day. Because like I said, you know, the performance is pretty abysmal, to be honest. So if you do want to wear this outside of the house, I would recommend bringing the bottle with you or decanting and bringing a decant with you, because you will have to reapply in order to keep smelling it. But yeah, I really, really, really love this one. This is one of my favorites. You know what it is with this one? I have many fragrances that I love, but this one is addictive. Like, I don't know. Whenever I drowse myself in this one, I just keep sniffing my sweater because you don't really get strong wafts or anything. Like I said, it's a pretty close to the skin type of fragrance, but I mostly spray this on, my neck, and then my entire sweater gets drowsed in it, and then I just keep sniffing my sweater. I just love it. Very addictive fragrance. Personally, I think it's more feminine than masculine. If you want the full review, just, you know, you can watch the video. Like I said, I will put it up in the description. But in short, I think it's pretty feminine. It has a little bit of a masculinity about it, especially in the opening. But for me, the dry down, it's just that whipped cream sweetness, just more feminine in my opinion. So yeah, that is Tuesday Totally Terrific by Zara. Okay, so next up, we have this gorgeous bottle. I love the Replica line bottles, like that apothecary type of look. Really, really like it. But this is the only Replica that I have so far. So this is, if you don't know it, this is by Maison Margiela, which is actually a Belgian designer. I recently discovered that. I'm Belgian as well, so that's why I feel like pointing that out. And this is called Whispers in the Library. It's basically a woody vanilla. I think it is perfectly unisex. And it's just gorgeous. This was love at first sniff. And then I had it on my wish lists for quite a long time. And then I heard rumors about it getting discontinued. So I just pulled the trigger and got it. And now I've heard that they did not discontinue this at all. So, but you know what? I'm glad I thought it was discontinued, because otherwise it would probably still be on my wish list. But the FOMO kicked in and I was like, no, you know, I don't want it to be gone before I can buy a bottle. Then I'm going to regret never having bought it. So yeah. Like I said, woody vanilla. Does it smell like books? Because that's sort of the vibe that they're creating. You know, with a little bit of imaginary effort, you might smell some old books, yeah. But if I didn't know the name was Whispers in the Library, let's be honest, I would never have thought, oh, this smells like old books. No, I would just have thought that it's a nice woody vanilla. The downside, as with most Replica fragrances, is the performance. At first, when I just opened it and I sprayed it, I was like, oh wow, this smells amazing. But literally minutes after applying, I didn't smell anything anymore. So then I drowsed myself, I oversprayed, and even then, no, it just disappeared like that. Such a shame. And it was that bad that it was probably my worst performer in my entire collection. And as much as I love the scent, I was thinking of decluttering it, because what's the point of having it if, you know, you can't smell it? I can smell it for, I'm not even kidding, I couldn't even smell it for 10 minutes. I'm not joking. Maybe someone else can smell it on me, but I didn't. And that's a shame. But I went on Fragrantica and I looked at what other people said about it, and I saw that most people actually gave this a pretty decent performance rating. I think it was mostly average, and there were quite a lot of people saying that it was strong. Not super, like it wasn't a majority of people, but just more than I would have thought. And I was like, that's so odd. And then I looked up some review videos about it, and someone said, you know, this needs to macerate. It has vanilla in it, so it makes sense. And now I think I've had it for about 2.5 months, maybe 3, and it is already performing a lot better. So now when I wear it, it's still not a great performer, but I can at least smell it. If I overspray, I can smell this on me. And my husband, I told him, he loves woody vanillas as well. I told him, you know, you should give this one a try. It's unisex, and he did. And whenever I walked behind him, I did pick up his scent trail. It was still pretty subtle. It's not massive by any means, but I could smell something. It was there. So I think by next year, I'm still gonna wear this now, obviously, but you know, it's a 100 ml bottle. I will have plenty left next fall, and I hopefully then it will be even stronger when that vanilla has macerated. By the way, I haven't said the notes. Yeah, the notes on this one are just vanilla, woody notes, cedar, and pepper. So that's all I'm finding on Fragrantica, and yeah, I think it's beautiful. I don't own a lot of woody vanillas, even though I really like it. But this one, now that it's actually performing somewhat decent, I'm definitely keeping this one, and I'm looking forward to wearing it. Let me just show you my dents. I don't know if you can see. But if you do contemplate, oh, I'm sorry, my English is really bad today. But if you are thinking of getting this one, I would recommend the big bottle, because you will need to overspray it if you want to smell something. So moving on to the next one, this is Roberto Cavalli, and it is just the signature Roberto Cavalli scent. So the brand is Roberto Cavalli, but the name is also Roberto Cavalli. And as you can see, I have made a pretty nice dent in this one already. This is a orange blossom vanilla fragrance, but it's a little bit, it's not like Mont Blanc signature or anything like that. It's a little bit warmer. It also has some amber in it, and I think it has pink pepper. And I've also reviewed this one on my channel. I've actually reviewed this one and other Roberto Cavalli fragrances, the entire Paradiso line. If you want to watch that video, I will put the link up on the screen and in the description below. Sorry for advertising for my other videos, but yeah, I just have to mention it just in case you're like, I want to get to know this one a little bit better, then it might be interesting. But So like I said, this is a orange blossomy. It's African orange blossom, actually. It's cozy, it's sweet, it's vanilla, and I compare this one with the scent of a super nice hair mask. It has a little bit of a like papaya, guave, I don't know what the tropical fruits are, but like a hair mask with those types of ingredients, something that really, really nourishes and hydrates your hair. I feel like it smells a little bit like that. So it's not a super sophisticated, complicated fragrance. It's pretty simple, it's pretty linear, but it's also really, really budget friendly. I think I paid 25 euros for this big bottle. Let me just check how much it is. Yeah, it's 75 ml of eau de parfum. Yeah, so, and I paid around 25 euros for this one, which, let's be honest, that's a bargain. So it doesn't smell expensive by any means. It just smells nice, easygoing. I think if you wear this one and you have a nice cozy sweater on and you give someone a big hug, I feel like they just have to compliment you because it's just, I can't imagine someone really not liking this fragrance. Let me just give it a sniff. Oh, yeah, it's, I mean, I really think this is crowd pleasing, very feminine, just, yeah, it's hard to explain. It's like orangey, yeah, just orangey vanilla, but like there's a creaminess to this. That's probably why I'm thinking of a hair mask. It smells like something nourishing, which sounds so creepy actually. But yeah, or like maybe like a super nice hand lotion or something. I love it. I love drowsing myself in this one as well. The performance is, I would say, average, but you know, this, it can, you know, you can overspray this one. You won't easily choke someone out. It doesn't have the typical perfumey notes. Doesn't have patchouli or rose or oud or any of those strong notes that, even though they can be nice, I feel like you always have to be a little bit careful with those notes, not to choke people out. They can be offensive. I don't think this is an offensive scent at all. It's just super easygoing. Yeah, if you've checked this one out, let me know, because I do feel like it's not really being talked about a lot. But I would say it's a pretty safe blind buy if you like vanilla, orange blossomy, cozy scents. Moving on to the musky fragrances, because musk is, you know, a musky scent is probably my favorite. In spring and summer, I love, love, love my florals, mostly white florals. Yes, I know that a lot of people don't like white florals anymore. Such a shame. But I'm a millennial. I love my white florals, and I love my woody vanillas in fall. But year round, I love my musky fragrances. So this is Pure Musk by Narciso Rodriguez. This is my favorite musk fragrance of all time, by far. And not only is it my favorite musk, it is in my top 3 for life. This is absolutely, without a doubt, a lifer for me. I don't know what it is with this fragrance, because I'm sure that for a lot of people, it's, you know, it might be a little bit meh, you know, a little bit underwhelming maybe. It's not that impressive or anything, but it's just, it's also addictive. Like the Tuesday Totally Terrific by Zara is addictive. This one is so freaking addictive. I don't know, I'm just in love with it. So if I were to hear tomorrow that this would be discontinued, I'm not even kidding. I think I would get at least like 5 backup bottles or something. This is a lifer without a doubt. So what does it smell like? It's pretty much like the name suggests. It's a musk. And it smells like, I think it just has musk, maybe some cashmere and floral notes, I think. This is not a floral fragrance by any means, so it's really musky, but it's not like a stuffy musk, if you know what I mean. I love musks, but sometimes they can be a little bit, stuffy. I don't even know if that's like a good word to describe it, but just, or a little bit, yeah, like clothes that have been in an old closet for a long time and the closet hasn't been opened for years. Sometimes musk can smell a little bit like that. Not this one. This is so soft and easygoing, and it smells like a hug. But not just a hug. It smells like a hug from a person that you trust with your life. Like a mother or a grandmother, or maybe you had a teacher growing up that was just so sweet and helped you out, or you know, that you just loved, and I don't know. But yeah, it smells so comforting, so cozy. It's not sweet, but it's also not sweet. Let me just give it a sniff. Oh my God. Okay. It smells like a hug, like I said, but I think it also smells like a cloud, which also sounds weird, I know, but it smells like a fluffy cloud. It smells like the softest sweater you have ever felt. And it's just gorgeous. Like I said, a lifer for me. My favorites out of all of these, and top 3 for life without any hesitation. Love, love, love this one. This bottle is actually almost finished. And the annoying thing about these bottles is you cannot check how much you have left. I think this is close to being finished, but that's okay. The day that I'm spraying the last spray out of this bottle is the same day that I will be buying a new one. So yeah, that's Pure Musk by Narciso Rodriguez. Second musk, also by Narciso Rodriguez, is this one, and it is Poudree, or Poudrée, which is French for powdery. Let me just say, I got this one, it's a used bottle. I bought it online from someone. They only asked 10 euros for this, which is about 12 US dollars probably. It's a 30 ml, but it's only half full. You can't see it like this, but when I shine a light behind this bottle, I can see that it's half full, and the seller was completely honest about it. Yeah, the bottle is half full, so that's why I'm only asking for 10 euros. So this might be a great opportunity for someone to try this fragrance. And I thought she was right. That is a great opportunity. So I got it, and I have to say, this wasn't a love at first sniff. Yeah, so this, as the name suggests, really smells powdery. It's a musk, but in the opening, it really smells like powdered foundation, let's say. And not modern powdered foundation, but powdered foundation. It's not even called foundation, right? You know, just makeup powder, like those round makeup powder compacts that that they used to have, that women brought with them in their purse, and when they said they were going to go to the bathroom to powder their nose, that type of powder. So it has a very makeup-y scent, which is nice, but it just doesn't really smell like perfume. However, I did give this a wear recently because I was just like, okay, you know, I have it now. It's not really worth selling again because it's, you know, I can't really ask a lot for it. So I might as well just give it some wears and see how I feel about it. And you know, that was a good idea because the dry down in this one is quite different from the opening. In the dry down, that is where the magic happens because you have that, you know, that compact powdery opening that is just, you know, to me, that's not great. But in the dry down, it becomes less powdery and more sweet, but not like a gourmandy candy-like sweet, just a super, super nice, comforting sweetness that is extremely cozy. Let me just check the notes. Okay, so this has musk, obviously, but it also has jasmine, rose, and orange blossom. And then in the base, it has cedar, vetiver, patchouli, and coumarin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't even know what it is, but they put a picture of tonka beans, so maybe it's something in that same family. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that dry down is really nice. And also, I've read somewhere, I think it was in one of the comments on someone else's video, or it was in a Facebook group, I don't remember, but I read somewhere that someone said, whenever I wear Narciso Rodriguez Poudrée, I get a compliment from a guy. So apparently guys really love this one. And I put it to the test and I wore this one the other day. Around the house, me and my husband were about to do some, to run some errands, and I wore this one. And Lord behold, he complimented me. He was like, oh, wow. Oh, this is a really good one. Also, that comment that person gave about men always loving Poudrée got a lot of likes. So I was like, okay, people seem to agree with that comment. And I have to concur. It was only one guy. I know it was just my husband, but still the fact that he immediately said that he really liked this one just confirmed whatever that person was saying, the thing that person was saying. So yeah, apparently this one, if you're interested in what guys might like, not that you have to be, obviously, you have to wear fragrances for you. But if that is a factor that you just think is important, then you might want to give this one a try. But again, if you're in the store and you sniff the atomizer, don't be turned off right away. I really would give this a wear on skin, and then you can see how it develops into a really nice, cozy sweetness. But yeah, that was Poudrée by Narciso Rodriguez. All right, on to the next one, which is also a lifer for me, and that is Mon Guerlain. This is the OG. This is just the original Eau de Parfum. So this is the original Eau de Parfum. I have several Mon Guerlain flankers. Here I am with the advertising again, but I have made a video where I compare all the Mon Guerlain flankers to one another. If you want to watch it, I will put it, that's right, up on the screen and down below in the description. But in short, this one, the floral and the intense are my three favorites. And for this month, I chose the original because I think it's a little bit early in the year to be wearing the intense. I think that one shines more in actual winter because it's just a little bit more bold, and I think it has patchouli. It's just heavier. Love, love, love that one. But this one is a little bit lighter and more year-round. and I absolutely adore it. So if you don't know Mon Guerlain, this is pretty much to simplify it, it's a vanilla lavender scent. Super, super, super comforting, really nice, very feminine. This is also a lifer for me. If I had to restart my collection from scratch, this would probably be one of the first ones that I would repurchase. As you can see, I've made quite a bit of a dent already, and this one also, with, you know, it smells great from the start, but because it's so vanilla heavy, this only gets better with time. The juice has already darkened a little bit. The juice of my intense one has darkened a lot more. But yeah, this one, if someone tells me that they don't like Mon Guerlain, it is just very hard to believe. Of course, everybody likes different fragrances, don't get me wrong, but this one, I don't know, it's just the most magical fragrance, one of the most magical fragrances I've ever smelled. It is timeless, it is extremely feminine, it's just beautiful. That's the perfect word to describe this, beautiful. I wouldn't describe it as sexy or seductive or you know, one of those words. It's just beautiful. If you have never tried this one, I highly advise you to do so, because it is definitely also a crowd pleaser. It's a compliment magnet, and the performance is fantastic. By the way, I forgot to mention that this one, although it's a soft scent, the performance is really, really great on this one. It's like, seriously, I smell this after wearing it for 6-7 hours. I still get pretty strong wafts. Yeah, this is what it projects really, really well, but still in a soft way, if that makes sense, if you understand what I mean. So, but this one also great performer. Honestly, it's a 10 out of 10 fragrance. I don't think there's anything bad I can say about this one. Let me just check the notes real quick. Okay, yeah, so besides that lavender, vanilla, and besides that vanilla and lavender, it also has bergamot, iris, jasmine, rose, again, that coumarin. Like, I don't even know what that is. I think it's like a type of tonka. And sandalwood, licorice, benzoin, and patchouli. I don't get any licorice, so don't be turned off by that, because I know a lot of people don't like the note of licorice, including myself, but I don't smell that at all. I don't smell the patchouli. I don't smell the benzoin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm pretty much just picking up on the lavender and vanilla, but not in a linear, simple way, but in just the most beautiful blended way. It's perfect. It's a perfect fragrance. I said what I said. So if you've never tried it, I highly, highly advise you to give it a try. So that was Mon Guerlain. Next up, we have this one. This is Chloé Nomade or Nomade. This is, okay, first off, this bottle, I think this is one of the most beautiful fragrance perfume bottles I've ever seen. I really, really love this style. It looks like a satchel bag. I don't know, I just think it's super classy and elegant and feminine. But the scent, actually, it is feminine, don't get me wrong, but it has a little bit of a masculine touch. I still would never recommend this fragrance for a guy. I know that fragrances are unisex and everybody wears what they want. I know that, and that's true. But in my personal recommendation, this is still a feminine fragrance, but it's more a fragrance for a woman that is also in touch with her masculine side. But yeah, it's hard to explain, but there's a little bit of a freshness, like a masculine touch about this fragrance, but still very feminine. So let me just check the notes. Okay, so this one has Mirabelle, Bergamot, Lemon and Orange, Freesia, Peach, Jasmine and Rose, Oak Moss, Patchouli, Amberwood, White Musk, and Sandalwood. So quite a lot of notes. I have been struggling with this fragrance because I never really reach for it. As you can see, I haven't worn a lot of it yet. I've made a tiny dent, but still it's pretty full. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is with this fragrance. I have been thinking of decluttering it because it's not a love. But then every time I decide like, yeah, okay, I just don't reach for it. I have to be honest with myself. It's not a love, it's just a like. And every time I decide like, okay, I'm going to declutter it and I give it one last sniff, I fall in love with it. So I'm like, what was I thinking? Am I crazy? No, I can never declutter this. It's beautiful. And then I decide not to declutter, and then it just stays on my shelf. And then the cycle begins all over again. So this time I've put it on my tray, and I am going to wear it this October. But if the fall ends, not that it's just a fall scent, by the way, it's pretty year round. I don't think it's like a typical fall scent. I think it's actually an ideal transitional scent. I think this is perfect between summer and fall. That's when it really shines. But, you know, pretty much year round. Anyway, I was saying if I don't wear this fall, if again I haven't reached for it, I think I just have to bite the bullet. Is that how you say it? And yeah, declutter it. But I don't know, I can't let go of it because it really smells nice. Because now I'm smelling it again. Oh, now I really love it again. So I don't know what it is. I keep going back and forth with this one. Also, pretty good performance. This one is kind of like this one, whereas the scent is soft. It's like a very soft, non-offensive fragrance, but it is super long lasting and projecting as well. So that is really nice. So yeah, not much else to say about this. It's nice though. I have to be honest, after getting this one, I've tried the Absolute version, I think it's called. It has some darker juice, and I think I actually prefer the Absolute. Anyway, definitely nice. I know a lot of people really love this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a last try to see if I wear it and how I feel when I wear it. But yeah, that was Chloé Nomade. So that was it for the full bottles. I have decided that I'm going to include a sample in every monthly tray, and this month, that sample is Burberry Goddess. So this month I am going to be wearing also this sample of Burberry Goddess, which, as you may already know, is a new release by Burberry. It's a gorgeous, bright vanilla, I would say. I think vanilla can be very dark and gourmandy and cozy. This is cozy as well. It's still vanilla, but I don't know. I think this one has sort of a lightness to it. I think it's a light vanilla. I've given the sample one wear already, and I found it to be projecting pretty well. I thought it was pretty strong, even though this, again, like this one and like the Pure Musk, the scent is not choking anybody out or anything, but it is a strong projector. And yeah, I already liked the first wear. I'm gonna finish this sample, and I'm already contemplating on getting a full bottle. I kind of found it to be a little bit expensive for a Burberry fragrance. I'm just used to Burberry fragrances being a little bit more budget friendly, but that's probably because I have two in my collection, and those are older. I have Burberry London and Burberry Brit. Oh my God, I should have included Burberry Brit on this tray. I should have done that because it's also gorgeous and perfect for October. But anyway, those are very, very budget friendly. And obviously this is a new release, so it's, you know, it makes sense that it's more expensive, but I don't know. I'm just not used to paying a lot for a Burberry fragrance. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it up on my wish list, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a full bottle just yet. So yeah, I checked the notes, and the notes are vanilla lavender, cacao, ginger, vanilla caviar, and vanilla absolute. So mostly vanilla. So it has lavender as well. I saw on Fragrantica that some people compared it to Mon Guerlain. Personally, I don't really agree with that. They both have vanilla, obviously, and apparently the lavender, but I'm not really getting lavender in Burberry Goddess. And as nice as this one is, it's also crowd pleasing, by the way. As nice as it is, I just don't really think it can compare to Mon Guerlain. I'm sorry, I just still think this one smells not only better, but just more, what's the word? I think Burberry Goddess, it's so nice. Don't get me wrong. I really like it, but I do think it smells a little bit linear, a little bit simple, which is fine. This one smells linear and simple as well. So there's nothing wrong with that, but I do think this one smells, what's the word? Like more, what's the word? Someone help me out here. Like there's more going on, you know, it's more complicated. I think that's the word I'm looking for. This one, it smells a little bit more complicated. It smells like there was more effort put into this one to create a unique scent. Whereas this one smells like vanilla. It's just a nice vanilla. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this one. It just smells less sophisticated than this one. So that's why I'm hesitant of buying a full bottle, because I think whenever I'm in the mood for this type of scent, I will probably just reach for my Mon Guerlain. Nevertheless, still really, really gorgeous. And also the full bottle, the gold one, is beautiful as well. So if they ever get discounted, I might get me a full one, but for now I'm just gonna leave it as it is and just gonna use up my sample. I actually have 2 of these samples, so I'm good to go. So that was it for my cozy October tray. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you've tried these fragrances or if you own them and how you feel about them. I would love to hear, do you agree with the things that I said, or do you perceive these fragrances differently? Also, do you also choose to wear these types of cozy scents in October, or are you more of a full gourmand person, or do you just wear your fragrances year round, whatever the season is? I would love to hear it. And in about 2 weeks, I will be back with my November tray. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.